It says we're live, so good evening. I figured we put the center section glass on this tonight. You know, I'm not going to be able to work on this next week, so get done what I can get done. I've got to get the glass tape out of here. Let's see, we got it in here somewhere. I know I seen it here. There it is. Alrighty. Here again, people say, well, you gotta use epoxy on this. No, you don't. We're gonna use CA, and it'll be fine. Let's see, are we auto-directoring? Auto-director, yes. Every 51 seconds, okay. Good evening, Mike. Good evening, everyone. Now when this gets covered, the silk span will come over from the left side past the center joint about an inch or two, and the same with the other, so it'll be double covered right here along with this piece of glass. I used to put carbon fiber in there, but I gotta tell you guys, that carbon fiber really is not that strong. Just a lot of added weight. If you want to put a piece of woven, you know, carbon fiber in there with epoxy, that would be strong. But just a doped on piece of carbon veil, it offers nothing. And we've proven that on the channel here, how much strength that veil is worth. It's not worth shit. Makes a good wood filler. Well, we got the first bit done here. Got a high spot right there. Gonna have to sand that down. Come on. I got this push rod in the way. I'll have to act up. Okay, keep going around. Oop. And please don't write that that doesn't work, because I've done this 100 times. You know, people, you gotta do it with fiber, with epoxy. No, you don't. A lot of times I don't even use this, but we're gonna do it just like the instructions said. Put the fiberglass tape in it. The only difference will be on this airplane is the landing gear. All the numbers stayed the same. Of course, I did change up the flaps. They're solid flaps instead of built up. Somebody on the channel said, why don't you build the flaps? You can't build them lighter than I can make them with a good piece of wood. And I just so happen to have good wood. Now remember, I gotta key this in. I gotta cut this section out here so the tank can slide back into the wing. And we'll figure that out here and make the notch and see how close we come to the bell crank. I guess we could do that tonight. Show you how that's done. Okay. What the hell's wrong with this? There's plenty of CA in there. I think I got pneumonia at Rodax. There we go. We got CA now. Ouch, ouch, ouch. There we go, wings joined. Now, let's figure out I'll show you what I'm going to do here. We need the calipers. Now, if you look here, let's see what camera we're on. I have to cut a notch in that wing to fit over this. And it has to be a pretty damn good notch. Nope, I didn't have it down low enough. I have to cut a notch in the wing so that it plugs into that like a Lincoln log. So, in order to do that, we'll get out the calipers. 0, yep. $260 thousandths. No, 2 inch 600 thousandths. What the hell happened to my phone? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, so it's be 1 in 30, 1 in 300. Let's see, is that right? Okay. Calculator, clear. 2 and 600. 2,600 thousandths. Divide by 2 is 1 and 300. 1 and 300. Then we got to figure out how deep it's going to have to be. Oh boy, where's my pen? Where's the pencil? Nope, pencil's dead. I took all my sign painting stuff back to St. Louis. I got no tools here now, no pencils and pens and shit. I don't even have any rapidiographs here. I got 2 sets up there. There might be some in there, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so the calipers. Okay, so we got the 2 marks there. And we need it $800 thousandths deep. So not quite not quite an inch. Just a little over a quarter. So now you think, well, I'll just go to the other side. No, you got to measure from the trailing edge forward to get it square. Well, I'm glad I helped. Let's see if what did I do with that plastic ruler? Okay, this goes in the fluffing box. We're going to need my favorite saw. Can't believe I've used all that fuel line. I haven't. There's that. Okay. Let's get rid of this. And we need a flexible ruler. Yep, we got the dressmaker's tape. We can use that. So let's go from 1. So it's 9 7/8. Nine, 7/8. Okay. Cut it, leave the line on, that way I can sand it to fit perfect. And we got to hold that saw straight in there so it goes even. I got the damn push rod in the way. Let me see, how can I do that? Suppose I can set it on this. I think I'll raise this camera up so you can see how I'm going to do this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stand this on end here. Come on now, don't act up. Wouldn't be a problem except this push rod's on there. I haven't got it cut off, and I'm not going to cut it off till I get horns bent up. We won't get horns bent up till I get back from the gnats. So, that's just the way it goes. Most people would not do this. They go, oh no, you're ruining the wing. No, it'll be fine. Trust me. That's about right. TLAR, that looks about right. Man, it sounds like it's raining. It is. Wasn't supposed to rain today. Pouring its ass off. See, we can't win here in the Midwest. It's either rain or blowing. So we got this number 22. I would rather have number 11. Well, scalpel will work. Scalpel will work. Man, that joint is tough. Like a rock, that epoxy. Okay, you want to play that way? We'll just cut you out, break it apart. Man, I just don't want to cooperate today. There it is. What did I say it was? 9 7/8 from the bottom. I need this again, the pen. What do I do with the pen? Nine. Well, we went down far enough with that one, but not the other side. You thought I'd be flying in the rain, huh? No. Weather here is terrible. Now, I'll give you a little secret on these hatches that I do, you know, these cutouts I do. You cannot just cut this out and glue it on. You got to build it up inside. You got to hold everything together. Okie dokie, we got it out of there. Looks fairly square too, so we're in good shape. I'll save that just in case, but I don't think so. So I want to remeasure. It was 2 600,000ths. 2 600 even. 2 600. Look at that, perfect. Perfect. So what needs to be done now is you have to excavate the foam there. Looks like I need to sand the bottom a little bit. You need to excavate the foam there, and you need to build this up inside here, so it's got to have balsa wood in there so that there's some structural integrity to that. Otherwise, it could possibly fold there. It would be a weak spot. But because of the way I do things, everything I do is monocoque. When the fuselage goes together, this will all be epoxied in here. The fuselage is epoxied on, plus it's super filled inside and outside, so it all becomes one particular piece. It's, you know, you don't want to have just a piece glued on and that's good enough. You want to make everything. Do you guys ever? Have you ever seen a free flight airplane that's they call it egg crate? It's where everything X's like this. X, 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 X. That's the strongest wing you can build. And the reason why it's the strongest wing you can build is because the glue joints are only 2 inches apart. That thing is rock solid. You cannot twist an egg crate wing. What I'm getting at there, it becomes monocoque, and just like an I-beam airplane, when you put the beam in it and you put all the ribs on it, the leading and trailing edge, the wing's like a noodle. It becomes monocoque when the skin is put on and it all tightens up, so it all's working together. This piece is pulling on that piece. That piece is pulling on this piece. Well, that's the same thing that I do with these wings and everything that I build. Try to make everything work together. There's that tank that I ran last night. I'll take that to the Nats with me, just in case my other tank works. But I'd bet Skip the $100 that it wasn't the tank. I knew it wasn't the tank. Yeah, send me the $100, would you? What I'm doing here is I'm just eyeballing it and sanding it square. I left the line on, so I got a few thousandths wiggle room. Plus, you know, you got superfill. You fill it all together with superfill, it'll be fine. So now I'm going to excavate the foam away from the sheeting. I don't think I showed the sheeting of this wing, but it's the same as the stable. I wiped all the glue off, all the glue. Is that Philly Skip? Yeah, said it'd be a stunt hanger. We, you know, with the economy the way it is, and I do understand, everything's been rather slow. Hopefully, when I do these Nats videos, we'll get some super chats to make up for everything that's been going on. About knocked it over. Well, I don't know who it is, exactly which skip it is when the PayPal comes in, but I got a good idea. I think it's Philly Skip. I'm not sure. Damn internet pseudonyms. Of course, I'm Sparky. Everybody knows me as Sparky, and my mom called me Sparky. I've been Sparky for 40 years or better. Hey, no problem. Hey, oh, Steve, I got to tell you, I stopped by AutoZone today and I bought some paper towels, and I looked in the area for the 3,000 and the 5,000 paper. No gotti. Sorry about that. But AutoZone is where I get it from. You might have it on the website, maybe. The weight of this wing is 12 ounces right now, as is. We can weigh it up and check, but I wish it was 10, but it's 12. 12.65 ounces. 12 without flaps is good. Well, it'll be 13 and a half because my flaps will only weigh an ounce, half ounce apiece. And if you don't believe me, of course those are the half-inch. I think I'm going to go to the 3/8, but I got some half-inchers cut out here. Let's see here. These are the shape of the flaps that I got, and these are half-inch. What happened here? Oh, I took that thing off. That's what it was. And that's ounce and a half, so that would be 3/4 ounce. This would be 3/4 ounce. But if I go with 3/8, let's see if we got some good 3/8 here. That's 8 pound. What is that? 5.7. So this would give 2 flaps here. That would be a 2.85. I think I got some lighter wood than 5-pound wood. I need that 3-pound wood for the flaps. 72 grams. Let's look at that. This gives 2 flaps. That's 2 and a half, so that's 1 ounce and a quarter. And that would be 3/4. That's 2.4, so that would be 120. I think I got some lighter yet. What is this? 72. Well, I just buy whatever's there that's decent. 72. I think we got some lighter stuff. I only need 1 piece. Yeah, here we go. 4-pound wood. Yeah, that's same as the other one. 4.81 pound. I guess 4.6. This is the lightest piece of wood out of the two. Got a little hoop in it. 4.6. 235. But I think I'd rather have the super straight one. So for 5/10, no, it's the same weight, ounces. Let's go mode. 68 grams. And this one is 68. This one here is straight. So that's 2. 68, that's 1 ounce a piece, cut in half, that's 1/2 ounce. Yep, there's my flaps right there. So let's cut them up and see what comes of it. Yeah, oh man. We'll forego the 1/2-inch flaps, just too heavy. Too heavy. There we go. So whatever these start out as, you lose 50%. the way that I sand them. Okay, let's see what these are going to be. I bought this piece of 1/2 inch at Shavers. It was $12.69, and I cut it up, and I don't like it because it's too heavy. But we'll use it somewhere else for something. So I need a straight edge now. I'm taking the good metal straight edge back to St. Louis. And of course I got this one. Yeah, sorry I couldn't find you that paper, but I guess they're having supply issues. But it's not really paper, it's cloth or whatever, but they didn't have none. They must have known I was looking for it. And that's how you get 2 flaps out of 1 piece of wood. Okay. Now, the next thing is, this outboard flap has to be wider than the inboard, so we're going to take an 1/8 of an inch. As soon as I get it put on the wing, we're going to take an 1/8 of an inch off at the tip. From the center, that's the inboard side, from the center out. If that makes sense. This is the hinge side. That's the hinge side. So we had 12 ounces in that, plus we got a horn to go in it. I don't think I have a horn handy. So these weigh 1 ounce, 31 grams. So we got 2 ounces here. 2 ounces even. We'll lose 50%, that's an ounce. So we're gonna add, we'll have a 13 ounce wing plus horn, 13, it'll be 14 ounces. 14. And it's a foamy, you know. I've had Randy tell me, well, you can get them lighter than a built-up. No, you can't. No, you can't. 47 minutes in. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the Magnum build. I mean, I'm hoping it you know, so far everything's coming out pretty nice. Haven't had any mistakes. Nothing that I've had to, glaring errors I've had to fix. So let's see here. Inboard. SV. Well, I guess these are about the same size as an SV. I wonder what the wingspan is, because I did cut it 3/4 of an inch off the outboard wing. That's a little different than the plans. Let's see what we got. Should be 59 1/4. 30. 59 1/8. So we lost 7/8 of an inch on span, because it was a 60-inch wingspan. Yeah, 59 1/4. We lost 3/4. But that's, you know, to me that's worth it, because I can run less tip weight with some asymmetry. Now remember, I explained to you how to plot that tip weight. Now this is I was watching an airplane out at our field yesterday fly, and I know damn well the tip weight's in the wrong spot. Bell crank location certainly does have meaning. What you want to do, you want to put the ruler up there on the bell crank pivot and put this right in the center of plotted lead out location. Look how far forward that the tip weight box needs to be. So it's going to have to be right on the wing, the leading edge of this airplane. Right on. Usually they're back a little farther, but I didn't set this. I wasn't able to set this bell crank back any farther, so we might have a little issue there. Better to know about it now than later. I think what will happen is I'll cut off the underside of the wingtip, and like Wendy does, and make it so I can move the wingtip weight around. Because regardless what the rocket scientists and all these aeronautical engineers say, it's common sense that you want everything in a straight line flying tangent to the circle. So bell crank location matters, Howard, and especially tip weight, because when you give it up, it'll all try, you know, it'll hinge, it'll all try to line up. So I think it matters. Whether you do or not, well, that's entirely up to you. It's your airplane. Okay, well, it looks like that's going to do it for this evening. We didn't get much done. I got the notch cut, the center section put in there. I got some flaps, some new flaps cut. It should be 12, 13 ounces now. No, 12 right now without them sanded. 12, 13, 14 ounces plus a horn. which I don't have. Too bad Tom Morris don't come to the Nats anymore. I'd buy some more hardware from him, but it saves me a lot of money. Has everybody noticed that the grain of the wood is not running parallel to the trailing edge? The reason for that is you want it parallel to the leading edge so that it rolls over the wing evenly. Pretty important. Otherwise, you're putting everything in a bind. You know, the wood is a living thing, and if you try to put it on straight with the trailing edge, it's trying to twist everything. When it sits out in the sun, the lignin relaxes in the wood and it's trying to twist. It's trying to go back to its natural state. So if you put it parallel with the leading edge of the wing, you know, it's curving in the natural direction. Yeah. We've been making our own stuff, but I like Tom Morris's stuff. Just because I'm lazy. Just what I need is more shit to do. It looks like, oh, I know why. Okay, so what I need to do here is mark these. I had them marked with the fuselage that says okay, because that's right there and that's right there. So that'll take a little weight off of that. So we're getting a 3/16 off this and 3/8 off that, because of the difference in the wing, how I did the wing. I measured fuselage location on the trailing edge, but cut these from the plans. And that 7/8 difference adds up in the flaps to 3/8. It adds up to a 1/2 inch in flap difference. Yes, they do, John. Wendy did the flap. I'm not talking about flaps. I'm talking about the sheeting of the wing. Point of tether is not the lead outs. It's that right there. That's where it's tethered on. Not where the lead outs come out. You know, they got Wild Bill Netzaban, his Netzaban wall. I ain't buying none of that. You know, that's why we did those recessed hinge lines and that kind of stuff, to get rid of the Netzaban wall. Bell crank location matters. Even Hunt told me you could put the bell crank back here on the trailing edge. Well, that would be really strange. The lines would go out this way because the point of tether is here. The lines would move forward, and when you gave it up, it would all try to straighten up. And then the lead out, the centrifugal force from the tip weight would all try to straighten. That thing would turn in on you. Plus, it would feel extremely nose heavy with the bell crank back here, because you're going from the nose moment to the point of tether. Boy, that would be a turd. Hey, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I wonder how many we are away from 50. As soon as we get to 50, I'm going to do something for you guys. We'll do a giveaway or something. I don't know what we'll do. Giveaway or a movie or something. Anyway, that's my story. I got I almost made it for an hour. We got 3 minutes. Guys, got any questions for me? Remember, I'm not an aircraft engineer. I just was an aviation structure mechanic in the Navy. Basically a painter of gray. But, you know, we built many parts on F-14s. Anyhow, I'm an eyeball engineer, and I've been doing this so long, I can look at it and tell you if it's right. Don't ask me the math, because that's not it. So I can build with the best of them. I can't fly with the best of them because of crap like today. It's always raining and the wind's always blowing. I think I only have about 10 patterns for the year. So don't expect much out of me at the Nats except for having a nice looking airplane. I'm going to take the Junar. I'm going to have to set that up here tomorrow night and start polishing it to get it ready to go. Because if that one don't perform when I get there, we just leave it in the car and fly the other one. Take the hit on it, and that's it. Because the other one's like putting an old shoe on. All right. Thank you, Mike, for becoming our new supporter. Everybody like, subscribe, share the channel is growing. And the more people that we get this word out to that Control Line is not dead, let me explain what's coming up with Pampa. Now, Mark Boyce is the new president of Pampa. Well, Pampa is going to be, instead of having to go to the Pampa website, you're going to be able to communicate with the Pampa members on Stunt Hangar. Also going to have a map with pins in it to where those members are. So if you're not a member of Stunt Hangar, please go register there at stunthangar /SMF. Kamsamida. You got to talk to John about that. Anyway, you're going to be able to talk to your Pampa representatives right there on Stunt Hangar. But you're going to have to be a Pampa member to get access to the Pampa section off of Stunt Hangar. So don't think that just because you're a member of Stunt Hangar, you're going to get Pampa news. You're going to have to be a Pampa member. But we're going to get all that ironed out at the business meeting at the Nats. So I've been waiting on, I need a list of members so I can go through my list of people on the forum who is a Pampa member. So join Pampa, join Stunt Hangar. Thank you for the support here on the Stunt Hangar YouTube channel. I'll answer any question you got and try to help you whenever I can. That's what I do this for. I want to see everybody build better and build because this is fun. If you build a nice light straight airplane, you can go out and have fun with it. You build a turd, you're always fighting yourself. It's not real enjoyable to do. And it doesn't matter how it looks as much as how it flies. The looks will come with experience as you build in sand. I can't teach you, it's almost impossible for me to teach you how to sand through the television. That all comes with experience. I've been sanding 60 years. I can see sanding signatures and the way people hold things. And you'll get your own signature in sanding. So, as I stated, any questions, just hit me up on the forum, hit me up here, send me an email, call me on the phone, talk to me in person. We will see you tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow's Friday, no, Thursday. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be on for some type of thing. We might rub, we might sand, we might do some Magnum work. I might put this in, I don't know. We'll let you know tomorrow night. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.